Hello. Hello. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Prince, Anupam, Sindhu, Seema, Kavya. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Rikisha, Arpita, Shruti, Sakshi. Good afternoon. Hello. 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 Good afternoon. Aman Kumar. I'm in Delhi. Hello. 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 Let's wait for 2-3 minutes for everyone to join and then we'll start. Okay. Hello. Hi. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Shravani, Vishal, Hani, Praveena, Giridhar, Tanu, Sanjeev. Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello. So, how are you? How is everyone? How are you? Polluted Delhi put mask, sir. So inside the studio they have put a air filter, right? Air purifier. So that is on. So I don't need the mask here. Okay. I'm good, Prince. How are you? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Chalo, let's start then, right? How are you guys? Hello, 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 hello. Good afternoon. So basically, today we will be having an overview of the CSAT paper, right? So don't worry if you are weak in mathematics, reasoning, don't worry. We will tackle all those things throughout the course, okay? So today what we will be doing is taking an overview of the CSAT paper, and then before starting the content or any chapter, what I want to do is, what I feel was long pending and I should have done that in each of the batches. We will start with the basics, all the basics which you need to start solving problems. What are these basics? So basically you should be comfortable tackling with different types of numbers first of all, and then you should know how to change English sentences into maths equation which is required to solve all the types of problems, right? So we'll be starting with that. First we'll talk about CSAT for a 15-20 minutes. What is the paper, how to analyze it, right? And after that we will start with the basics. Okay. Good afternoon, Shankar. Hi, hi, hi. Hello. Right. So first of all, let me introduce myself, right? My name is Manjeet. So I am a graduate of IIT Gandhinagar. Okay. I have been teaching and guiding people with aptitude paper for the last 2-3 years, right? And personally in CSAT, I have scored 160 plus on 3 occasions, right? And this is what I will be trying to teach you also, how to achieve good marks in CSAT. Basically what you need is 66 marks to qualify, right? We will be targeting at least 80 to 90 marks to be on the comfortable side. Okay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Right. So now how to start CSAT, right? From where we should start CSAT. First of all, let's talk about what all we will cover in the class, and then we will analyze the PYQs for the last 5 to 10 years, and then we'll start with the content, right? So first of all, how to approach CSAT for 2026, right? So CSAT is your paper 2, a qualifying paper, right? 200 marks, 80 questions. So first of all, tell me, do you need 66 marks or 66.66 marks to qualify CSAT? Many of you are already confused in the number of marks you want to qualify CSAT. I think this will go in all the English batches, I think. Okay, so basically To qualify, you need 66 marks, right? So even you are able to, if you are able to solve what 30 questions, you will. So Shivani is saying 66.67. Wrong. You only need 66 marks. You don't need 66.66 because 33% of 200 is 66 and not 66.66. First quant problem. What is 33%? 33% of 200, right? So this is 33%, is nothing but 1 by 100. Of is nothing but multiplication, and this is 200, right? So 100 and 200 cancel, 33 into 2. You need 66 marks. Okay. Qualifying marks are 66. Now, how to get to this qualifying marks 66? Let's first analyze some PYQs. Okay. So, if you see for the last 5 years, right? If you see for the last 5 years, 21 to 22, 23, 24, 25, two papers were difficult, right? You got difficult papers in 23 and 25, and that's why significance of CSAT has increased, because many of the students who are very good at GS, while by ignoring CSAT, they are not able to qualify the prelims. And if you don't qualify the prelims, even you have prepared well for your mains and interviews, you won't have anything to do in the mains period because you haven't qualified the prelims. Now, in these 3 sections, right, in CSAT there are 3 sections: quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, and reading comprehension. This is your maths, right? This is basic reasoning, right? Okay. So, if you see the distribution, every year almost half of the paper is coming from quant. So, this is the most important part, right? Because half of the paper is coming from quantitative aptitude. But you need not worry if you don't know how to solve questions from maths, because you only have to solve easy questions from quant. Suppose out of 40, there are 15 easy questions. If you know how to approach these questions, that is more than enough, right? Okay. In reasoning, every year you are getting 10 to 18, 20 sometimes. If you do, this is the easy section of the paper. So even if you do 10 questions from here, which are very easy, you are on the right path. So what you have to do is, while solving the paper, you have to find out the 15 to 20 very easy questions from quant. You have to identify most easy questions, 10 to 12 questions from logical reasoning and reading comprehension. Every year you are getting 27 to 30 questions. Out of these, I can bet you can easily solve 10 to 15 questions. If you know the tricks, how to eliminate in reading comprehension, what are the meanings of different words, how to navigate through the questions of reading comprehension. Reading comprehension is not like your school days where you just have to read the passage and find matching similar statements in the answers. You don't have to do that. In UPSC, to solve reading comprehension, you have to analyze the passage, you have to first understand the passage properly, and then only you will be able to solve the questions. So you need to know how to analyze those passages, how to analyze the options, how to use the elimination technique, and what are the words, different words used in the question mean in different questions, right? So suppose there are questions on inferences, assumptions, messages, right? There are questions on crux. So you should know how to solve all these. So this is the basic distribution of last 5 years PYQ. And within these, if you see, every year the portion of quant is increasing, right? When the paper started in 2011, there used to be 15 to 20 questions from quant, right? But now there are almost 40 questions every year from quant. And within quant, these are the distribution, okay? So if you see, there are these many different topics from quant: number system, LCM, HCF, algebra, average, percentage, ratio, profit loss, simple compound interest, time, speed, distance, time, work, PNC, and the rest. But all of these are not important. There are some topics from which every year you are getting questions, and there are few topics from which you don't get questions regularly. So what you have to do is first analyze these PYQ distribution and then start your preparation from the most important topics, right? So most important topics are from quant. I have listed them for you. You don't have to do the PYQ analysis. I have already done that for you. So basically quant mein what are the important topics? Most important topics. First of all, number system. Every year you are getting 8, 18, 12 and 14 questions from number system. Specifically, when the paper is tough, more number of questions are from number system. Okay. Similarly, LCM, HCF, if you see 1, 2, 2, every year you are getting 2 to 3 questions from LCM, HCF, average, percentage, ratio and mixtures, time and work, PNC, progressions, where you have to see APs and GPs. So streaming, is there any problem with streaming? Am I audible? Is there any issue? If there is any issue, please let me know. Fine. So these are the important topics from quant. Similarly, if you see the logical reasoning part, every year the percentage of questions from logical reasoning is decreasing. When the paper started, more number of questions were from logical reasoning, and hence overall the paper was on the easier side. Now the paper has shifted to quant, right? And hence the difficulty level is also increasing day by day. So if you see within logical reasoning, this is the distribution, right? There are almost 18 different topics which we need to cover in logical reasoning: series, analogy, coding, decoding, clock, calendar, direction and distance, sitting arrangement, blood relation, and all these things. So logical reasoning is the section which will build your confidence, and hence we will be starting with logical reasoning from tomorrow. We will be starting with coding, decoding. You can see every year you are getting 2, 3, 5, 3 questions from coding and decoding. So we will be starting with the most important topics first. Once we cover all the important topics, then we will move to the lesser important topics, so that when your focus is high, when you start any batch, you cover the most important topics first, and then we'll move to the rest of the topics, and we will cover all these 18 topics in the class. Similarly, we will be covering all these 19 topics in the class, right? Okay. Now, in logical reasoning also there are some very important topics. What are these topics? So you can see these are the important topics from logical reasoning, logical series, right? All the questions like 2, 4, 6, 8, what is the next term? These comes under logical series. Then coding, decoding, another very important topic. Then clock, right? In clock there are few different types of questions, we need to see how to solve them. Calendar, direction and distance, very easy topic. Puzzles, all the logical reasoning questions which does not fall into these categories will come under puzzles, right? Cubes and dice, right? And verbal reasoning and analytical ability. So all these are very important topics from logical reasoning. Why am I telling you all the important topics? Because when you start preparing for CSAT, first prepare all these topics, right? And then move to the remaining topics, because the weightage of these topics are on the higher side compared to the other topics. Okay, so that's why I have figured out and telling you that these are the important topics. First you should cover all these topics and then move to the next type, right? Next, reading comprehension. One section is almost constant from the start of the paper. If you see, every year you are getting 27, 27, 27, 29, 27 and 29 in 2025. Okay. If you feel you are not confident in maths and reasoning, this is the section which will save you. Reading comprehension. Here you only need 5 elimination technique and 5 keywords to get the correct answers, right? We will see how to use the elimination technique. We will see in detail how to analyze these keywords and get to the correct answer. Okay, right? So these are the things that PYQ distribution is there, and we need to know what are the important topics. from where we need to start our preparation, right? Once we know what are the important topics, how to approach these topics, that is the next question. So how to do that right now? So in the class, what we will be doing is, first you will be having a 2-hour class every day, right? From Monday to Saturday, right? In the class, what all we will be doing is, first we will be seeing the concepts, then PYQs related to these concepts, and then practice questions. This is my responsibility, right? My responsibility is to teach you all the concepts, solve PYQs in the class, solve practice question, and help you with all your doubts. Okay, that is my responsibility. Apart from these, you will be getting DPPs. What are DPPs? 10 questions daily for practice. Then you will be getting your weekly test. Okay, 30 questions every Sunday, right? And at the end of the course, you will be getting 2 FLTs, right? This is the most important part. If you want to check where you stand, right? FLTs is the main thing, because in CSAT you need 66 when you solve clock, right? And if you are not confident in clock, you may not be able to solve many questions from clock, and that will dent your confidence. But while attempting an FLT, you will get questions from each section and each topic, right? Almost each of the topics will have some questions in the FLT. There you can judge if you are able to cross the 66 marks or not, right? So in CSAT specifically, don't judge yourself based on topics, right? Judge yourself based on sectional test. Suppose 40 question test from quant, 40 question test from reasoning, 40 question test from RC, or a full length test. That is the place where you should judge your CSAT preparation, and not based on single topic. Okay, right? Okay, so I will take care of. How can I help you with all these, right? So after the class, we will have six classes in the week, right? We will cover all the concepts, all the PYQs. Apart from these, every Saturday, we will have a video call, right? Okay, every Saturday we will have a video call in which we will discuss all the doubts and these DPPs and weekly tests over the call, right? So apart from the class, suppose you have 10 doubts, right? This is an online medium, right? You can't always ask your question in the chat box. It is not possible, I know, always to answer all the questions from the chat box. But we can have a dedicated time every Saturday where we can meet and solve all your doubts and DPP questions and weekly tests, the difficult questions which you find in DPPs and weekly tests. So every Saturday we will have a session online. I will share the link with you every Saturday morning where we will connect, and then we can solve our doubts. Here you can also tell me what are the sections you are finding difficult. So I will try to give more time to those topics in the coming weeks, right? Or we can have test discussions, we can have strategies how we can navigate CSAT, all those things, right? So apart from the class, we will connect every week here on the call, right? So I think this is more than enough for you to prepare for CSAT, right? Okay, every week we will solve many number of questions in the class. If you have doubts in those also, we can discuss those also here in the call, right? Okay, done. You can also tell me what all you need, right? What are the other things you need in CSAT? Is there anything else apart from all these things which you need in CSAT? I think basically classes, concepts and PYQ discussions are more than enough for your CSAT preparation. Not here in the app. We can have video call during the classes sometimes, right? But that won't suffice for all your doubts, right? So what we can do is, for all the students who are doing well, don't have to waste their time, and all the students who are having doubts can connect with me every Saturday, right? Okay. Done. So this is all how we will go through the classes. Now we can start with all the basic topics I need to discuss today. Okay. Class timing is same from 3 to 5. See, in the chat box you can ask your doubts anytime, right? If some of my students are here, they know I don't hesitate in solving a question 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. My priority is that the last student who is finding it difficult to clear CSAT, he should understand the question, right? The people who are from the maths background and the people who have good aptitude will easily clear CSAT. I need to focus on all those students who are facing difficulties in CSAT and who are very good at GS, right? So to respect their GS preparation, I have to give them more focus. I will share the link in the Telegram group. So every week I will be sharing a link here in this Telegram group with you where we can discuss our doubts. Okay? Done. Let's move to the content part then. Okay? Right? We will have the call on Saturday. Right? Chalo, let's start with the content part then. Now, what I need to do is, I need to check the level of touch you are in with mathematics. Okay? I need to know if you are comfortable in these calculations, if you know what is BODMAS, how to tackle fractions. All these are pain points of students who find CSAT difficult. So all of you who find CSAT difficult face problems either in calculation or in this. This is the main point. How to convert different English sentences into equations. This is the part where most of the students find CSAT difficult, right? Because if you read a question and if you are not able to put your pen to the paper, that is because you are not able to convert these word problems into equations. And we will start with this. What is the meaning of different sentences, right? If someone says y is 4 times more than x, what does it mean? If someone says y is 4 times x, what is the meaning of that? If x is 20% more than y, what is the meaning of this sentence? So we will start with this, okay, and then we'll move to the next thing. So let's start with the most basic thing. The most basic thing is types of numbers, right? So if you can see on the screen, this is the distribution of types of numbers, right? We don't have to look at all the types of numbers today. We will discuss this in very detail when we discuss number system. Today what we need to focus on is few things, right? So rational numbers mein there are numbers called integers, right? Integers are complete numbers, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. What are decimals? Decimals are like these 0.5, 3.4, minus 1.25, all these, right? And these are fractions. Anything of the form p by q, suppose 1 by 2, 3 by 5, 5 by 6, all these are fractions. Now within integers, there are different types of integers. Positive integers which are greater than 0, negative integers which are lesser than 0, right? And 0 itself. Now in positive integers, there are some distribution, like natural numbers. What are natural numbers? Natural numbers are all the numbers which all the integers greater than or equal to 1. That means all the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 up to infinity are natural numbers. Why are these natural numbers called natural numbers? Because for counting, you don't use 0. You don't say there are 0 chairs. For counting, you use numbers like 1 chair, 2 chair, 3 chair, 4 chair and so on. That's why these numbers are called natural numbers. Now another distribution is whole numbers. What are whole numbers? Numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to n are whole numbers. Understood? So from this page, what you need to understand are real numbers, rational numbers can be divided into three categories: integers, decimals, and fractions. And fraction will ultimately transform to decimals. Okay, right? And rest of the things you should know what are the natural numbers and what are the whole numbers, right? The only medium for us to connect is this chat box. So once you understand any concept, you just write yes sir, so that I know that the topic is going across smoothly. Okay, done. Should I go to the next thing, the basic calculation we need to do? So first we will start with the most basic thing. The most basic thing is addition. Okay, now it is your task to tell me what are the sums given on the screen. What is 125 plus 385? What is 367 plus 284? What is this? What is this, right? So put pen to the paper or do all these calculations. We will start with the most basic and then we will increase the level going ahead in the classes, right? And figure out if you are making mistakes, silly mistakes in such things. So first one is 385 plus 125. How to add these? So 5 plus 5, 10, 0, 1 carryover. 10 plus 1, 11, 1, 1 carryover, and this is 5. The first one is 510. Okay. Second, 367, 284. You can add these two. What is the value? 7 plus 4, 11, 1. 1 carryover. 6 plus 8, 14 plus 1, 5. 1 carryover, 6. This is 651. Now you do the next two and tell me what are the sums. Okay. Why are we doing this? Just to start, right? We will do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. We will do fraction to decimal conversion. We will do all the things which you will need to solve questions, because in all the types of questions you will have to do all these things. Okay. Next, what is the sum? 135 plus 372 plus 109. So 5 plus 2, 7. This is 9. 7 plus 9 is 16. 1 carryover. This is 11. 1. 1 carryover. And this is 3, 1, 4, 5, 6. 6, 1, 6. 6, 1, 6. What is the last one? 321, 1029 and 23. Right? You need to add these. This is 13. 1 carryover. This is 6, 7, 3, 1, 3, 7, 3. Any one of you has some confusion in this? These are the most basic things, right? Addition. Okay? Right? Basic से चालू करते हैं ना. We will start with the basic and then we'll go to the next level. Okay? चलो next. Done? Chalo next. Next, do the subtraction, right? Subtraction. Okay. What will you get when you subtract 125 from 385? What is the value when you subtract 284 from 367? What is the value when you subtract? Let's see how to do this. Okay. So what is this value? 0, 6 and 2. This is 260. Next, this is 3. When you have lesser value on top, what you do is add 10 here. Okay. 10 plus 6, 16 minus 8 is 8 and this is 0. So this is nothing but 83. Now you tell me the difference of the last two. To solve this, right, what you can do is 372. You can always take the minus common. What do I mean by taking minus common? So when you take minus common here, you will get 135 plus 109. And this is nothing but 372. If you add these two, if you add these two, 5 plus 9 is 14, 4, 1 carry over, 4, 244, right? Now you need to subtract this. 372 minus 244. Okay. Now how to do this? We can do 6 plus 10. 12 minus 4 is 8. 6 minus 4 is 2 and this is 1. This is 128. 128. Do the last one. 1029 minus of 327 plus 23. I am taking the minus common. Okay. This is 1029 minus, this is 350. Now 1029 minus 350. This is 9. 9 plus 10. 12 minus 5 is 7 and this is 6. So this is nothing but 679. Got it? So from now onwards in every class I can expect that you can do the addition and you can do the subtraction and no one will give me wrong answers for addition and subtraction. ठीक है? डील है? एडिशन सब्ट्रैक्शन मैंने बता दिया. तो आज के बाद in every class I can expect that you will do the correct addition and correct subtraction and you won't answer incorrectly. Done? ठीक? ये नहीं बोलना बाद में कि सर ने एडिशन और सब्ट्रैक्शन नहीं बताया था. ठीक है? चलो डन. नेक्स्ट थिंग इज मल्टीप्लीकेशन. टेल मी ऑल दीज मल्टीप्लीकेशन नाउ. व्हाट आर दीज मल्टीप्लीकेशन? So everything, every effort has a reason. I am doing this so that tomorrow when I ask you what is 5 into 1, you should say 5 and not 4, right? And I am not kidding, this happens in many classes where simple multiplication like 11 ka square, which is 11 into 11, people say 111, 121. So because you should not do such silly mistakes, right? Okay, that's why we are doing this. So first is 45 into 32. One thing you should not fear in CSAT is time, because in 2 hours you only have to solve how many? 45-50 questions. So you will have time. So you need not learn any short tricks for multiplication. What you can do is multiply simply like this. Okay. So when you multiply 2 with 5, this is 0, this is 1. 2 4s are 8 and 1 90. Cross 3 5s are 15. Again carry over 1. 3 4s are 12 plus 1 13. Now this is 4 4 1 1 4 4 0. Simple. Done. Second, 102 into 11. 102 102. This is nothing but 2211. This is 1122. Done. Simple. Next, we have already done. Let's do 13 into 12 first. 12 3s are 36, 3 carry over, 12 1s are 12, this is 15. Now into 11. 11 6s are 66, 6 carry over, 11 5s are 55. 55 plus 6 is 61, 6 carry over, this is 1716. 1716. I have done 3 for you. Tell me what is the multiplication when you do 3 2 1 into 1 2 3. What is the answer? 39483. 39483. I am hoping you will be able to solve all these multiplications very easily. Done? ठीक है? ठीक? We have done additions, we have done subtraction and we have done multiplications. So from now onwards, I can expect that you won't do any silly mistakes in these 3 operations. Okay. Next, most difficult part, we have to do division. right? We have to do division. Now, how to do the divisions? So basically, whenever you will get these types of question, right? When you are supposed to divide 327 by 3. Let me tell you how to do that first, right? So 3 ones are 3, right? So first of all, you can divide 3 by 1. Now next term is 2. You can't divide 2 by 3, right? So what you will write is 0. And now we will check if we can divide 27 by 3. So 27 by 3 is nothing but 9. So when you divide 327 by 3, you should get 109. This is nothing but 327 can be written as 3 into 109, right? Okay, so this is the first thing. What is the second thing? What is the value when 324 is divided by 12? Now in such cases, you can do the simplification. How to do the simplification? First divide it by 2. So you will get 6 in the denominator, and in the numerator you will get 162. When you divide 324 by 2, you will get 162. Now again divide this by 2, you will get 3 and 81. Now you can divide this by 3, 327. So the answer for this is 27. What is the value when 414 is divided by 6? 414 is divided by 6. First we can divide this by 2. So divided by 2, 207 upon 3. Okay, upon 3. Now you can divide this by 3. 3 ones are, and this is nothing but 3 6 are 18. So this is nothing but 69. Okay, any doubt? अगर कैलकुलेशन में भी दिक्कत है किसी को, if anyone is finding this difficult, he or she can tell me. I will try to explain the simple calculation in a different way, right? Next is 825 by 15. So first we can divide this by 3. This is nothing but 5, and on the top 8, 3 2s are 6, 2 is remaining, 22, 7 and 5. Again we can divide this by 5, 5 ones are, and this is nothing but 5, 5, 55. So when you divide 825 by 15, you get 55. Similarly, when you divide 111 by 37, what is the value? Tell me. कौन सा वाला? Surjamani Tripathi. What are you not getting? Tell me what is the doubt. I will explain it again. Okay. So how to divide 111 by 37? So 111 is nothing but 3. Basically 111 is nothing but 3 into 37. Right? What is the last part? What is the value? This is one of your PYQs. Basically, in one of the questions, UPSC asked you what will be the quotient when 111 is divided by 7, right? Time लगेगा, time is not the issue. Okay, time is not the issue. What you need to do is divide these six numbers by 7. So what is the answer? You will get 15873. Okay. So I hope from now onwards, no one will give me wrong answers for addition, subtraction, division and multiplication. Done? इतनी डील है? चलेगा? Okay. Simplification. So how to do this? So basically, let's see. 111 by 7, right? So first see 11, right? 11 can be divided by 7 1 times. Now what is remaining here? Now the question becomes 411. Okay. Next you have to divide 41 by 7. 41 by 7 is nothing but 41 by 7, 7 5s are 35. You will get the question now. 41 minus 35, you will get 6111 by 7. Now you have to divide 61 by 7. So basically 7 8s are 56, right? So you will have 5117. Okay. Now you have to divide 51 by 7. So you can divide it by 7 times. So you will get 49. This is 21 by 7. And this is nothing but 3. Now how are we transitioning from one thing to another? From this to this. This is nothing but 11 minus 7. Okay. How are you transitioning from 41 to 61? Right here. 41 to this 6. This is nothing but 41 minus 35. From this to this is nothing but 61 minus 56. And from this to this is nothing but 51 minus 49. So this is how you divide. This is the simplification. Okay. So these are not questions. These are just simplification questions. How to add, how to subtract, how to divide, and how to multiply. Okay. Right. Next thing is BODMAS. Up to this point, what we have done is done addition separately, multiplication separately, subtraction separately, and in the last case we have done the division separately. Now what we have to do is do all these things together. Now there is a rule for doing that. That is BODMAS. So you can't just solve by going from left to right. What you have to do is follow this rule. What is this rule? First of all, you will solve the brackets. Then order, then division, then multiplication, then addition, and then subtraction. So first of all, in any of the simplification, what you will do is do the bracket, right? You will solve the brackets first, then you will solve the orders. What are orders? All these things. 2 to the power 2 or root of 2 or 3 to the power 7, all these things are order based. Okay, so you will solve these first, then you will move to division, then you will move to multiplication, then you will move to addition, and then you will move to subtraction. So in the first example, in the BODMAS, before addition comes the multiplication. So you will multiply first, right? You will do the multiplication first. So this problem becomes 5 plus 12. Now you have only two things. So what you can do is just add them. So this is 17. Right? The answer for first thing is 17 and not 9 into 3. You can't add first. If you add first, you will get 5 plus 4, 9. 9 into 3 is 27. But the answer for this question is 17 and not 27. Okay? So this is the rule which we will follow while doing the simplification. In the second case, division comes before addition. So first we will do the division. 20 divided by 5 is 4. 4 plus 2. This is nothing but 6. Okay. Third thing, in this thing, what we will do first? We will do the division first. So this is nothing but 30. 12 by 3 is 4. Plus 4 into 2. Now subtraction, addition and multiplication, we will do the multiplication first. So this becomes 30 minus 4 plus 8. Now we will do the addition first. So this becomes 30, right? Or we can do simply, we can write this as 34. Okay? This is nothing but 34. Done? Any doubt? Okay, next thing, we will solve the bracket first. I know all these are very basic, but I have seen students who don't know how to do these simplifications. We will start with the basic today and then we will move to the topics tomorrow. Now what is this? We will solve the bracket first, and within bracket we will solve the multiplication first. So this is nothing but 18 divided by 6 minus 4, right? And this is nothing but, we will solve the bracket first. bracket is nothing but 2, and now 18 by 2 is nothing but 9. So the answer for the fourth problem is 9. Here also we will solve the bracket first. So this becomes 10 plus 12 by 3 is 4 into 4. Next we will do the multiplication. So this is 10 plus 16, and this is nothing but 26. Okay, right? In the last part we have to solve the bracket first. The bracket is this, so we will solve this first. 18 divided by 3 into, within bracket you have to do 4 minus 2 to the power 2 is nothing but 2 into 2. So 4 minus 2 into 2. Okay, this is nothing but 6 plus 18 divided by 3 into 4 minus 4. This is 0, right? So this is nothing but 6 plus 18 divided by 13 into 0. First we have to do the division. So this is nothing but 6 plus 6 into 0. This multiplication is 0. So the final value will be 6. Okay. Done? Third answer is 34. Then notes. Giridhar, you won't need notes, okay? So in polity you need notes, in history you need notes. All the notes you will require will be available in the PPTs only. You need not make the notes. Your focus should be on solving the question. Okay? Okay? Done? Third answer is 18. कैसे? अच्छा ये ठीक है. So you will do the addition 30 minus 12. ठीक है? My bad. Right? Next we have to see how to change fraction into decimals. ठीक है? Board mass. Let me repeat the board mass again. Board mass is nothing but simplification rule, right? Now what is this? Bracket. What is this? Orders. What is this? Division. Multiplication. Addition and subtraction. Okay. ठीक. So let's take one more example. Suppose 12 divided by 3 into 4. What is the value of this? Tell me what is the value of 12 divided by 3 into 4. What is the value of 12 divided by 3 into 4? Twelve divided by 3 into 4 is, first of all we will do the division, right? So this is nothing but 12 divided by 3 is 4 into 4, which is 16. Okay. Now after this we have to do the divisions. We have to convert fractions to decimals. We have to convert fractions to decimals. There are some decimals which you should remember. Suppose, what is the value of 1 by 2? How would you remember 1 by 2? What is the value of 1 by 2? When you say, suppose you have an apple, right? You have to divide into 2 parts, right? So how many apple will each of the person will get? 0.5. 5. So first decimal is 0.5. Okay, right? Now how to use this? Suppose someone asks you what is 7 by 2. Okay, what is 7 by 2? This is easy. So what you can do is you can do this 7 into 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is nothing but 7 into 0.5. This may seem easy, but in some of the calculations you can use this, right? So when you are calculating 7 by 2, what you can do is you can multiply that directly. Similarly, what is 1 by 3? This is nothing but 0.3333 up to infinity, which is nothing but 0.3 bar. Okay, right? Done. Tell me what are the other decimals. What are the value of 1 by 4, 1 by 5, 1 by 6, 1 by 7? One by 4 is nothing but 0.25. This is 0.2. Tell me what is the value of 1 by 6? What is the value of 1 by 6? 1 by 6 is when you divide 1 by 6, 0, 10 you can divide one time, then 46, 6, 6 up to infinity. And in short, you can remember this as 1.67, right? 1.66, 1.67. You can write it as 1.616 bar. Now, what is the value of 1 by 7? What is the value of 1 by 7? One by 7 is nothing but 0.14. You can remember this. You will have 0.1428 and so on. What you can remember is 1 by 7 is basically 0.14. Okay. So if you have to find, suppose 6 by 7, what you can do is 0.14 into 6 for simple calculations. So suppose you have to calculate 6 by 7. So what you can do is 6 into 1 by 7 and you can get the value. What is 1 by 8? 0.125. What is 1.9? 1 by 9? What is 1 divided by 9? This is nothing but 0.11111 so on, and this is nothing but 0.1 bar. Okay, 1 by 10 is 0.1. Okay. What is the value of 1 by 10? 0.1. What is the value of 1 by 100? 0.01. Right. Now I need to calculate 3 by 4. This can be written as 3 into 1 by 4, which is 3 into 0.25, which is nothing but 0.75. Okay. These are short things which you can learn to do the simplification very easy. What is 7 by 8? 7 by 8 is nothing but 7 into 1 by 8, which is 7 into 0.125. Tell me what is this value? 7 into 0.125. Seven into 0.125. What is the value? $0.875. Okay. What is the value when 13 is divided by 20? Right. So there is a short trick to calculate this. 13 divided by 20. You know what is 1 by 100? 1 by 100 is 0.001. What you can do is multiply numerator and denominator by 5. Right? When you multiply and divide both numerator and denominator by 5, this becomes 65 by 100. Now you know how to change this fraction into decimal. This is nothing but 0.65. Okay, 0.65, right? So this is exact value 0.65, right? Someone is saying, Vishal Mishra is saying 0.64. You will get an exact value of 13 by 20, which is 0.65. Next, what is the value 378 divided by 5? We have already done this. 378 divided by 5. So 5 sevens are 35. You are left with 28. 5 fives are 25. You are left with 3, which is nothing but 75.6. Okay. Right? Tell me the last three. I have done so many for you. What are the last three values? Calculate and tell me what are the last three values. कोई नहीं विशाल, it will change, right? Basic इसलिए because I felt the need that some of the students can't do these calculation and that's why they are answering incorrectly. If you are confident in these calculation, you will do better when we start solving the questions. Don't worry. Okay. So the first thing is 7103.57. Okay. Next is, right, you can approximate this to the last two decimal values and last one will be 370.3333 and so on. Okay. So these are the calculation part. Now we know how to change fractions to decimals. Done. This is the basic part. Now how to change fractions to percentage, because in many of the questions you will need to convert these fractions to percentage, right? So what is the trick to convert a fraction to percentage? All you need to do is multiply this by 100% and you will get the percentage value of this fraction. Okay. So all you need to convert a fraction to percentage is what? You have to multiply it by 100%. Okay. So basically 1 by 2 to percent, right? You can multiply 100%. This will be nothing but 50%. Similarly, 1 by 4 multiplied by 100%. This will be nothing but 25%. You should remember whenever you are getting 1 by 4, that amounts to 25%. Similarly, 1 by 5 into 100%. This is 20%. 1 by 8 into 100%. This is nothing but 12.5%. 1 by 10 into 100%. This is nothing but 10%. 1 by 20 into 100% is nothing but 5%. 1 by 25 into 100% is nothing but 4%. And 1 by 50 into 100% is nothing but 2%. Okay. So to convert any fraction to percentage, you need to multiply by 100%. To convert any percentage to fraction, you have to divide this by 100%, same thing. Okay. What is 1 by 10? 1 by 10, we have already done it, right? 100% equals to 10%. 1 by 100 into 100% is nothing but 1%. What is the value of 3 by 4 in percentages? So basically you need to do 3 by 4 into 100%, right? This is nothing but 75%. 7 by 8 into 100%, right? 7 into 100 by 8 is nothing but 100 by 8 is 12.5. So this is 12.5%. 7 5s are 35. 5 carry over 3. 14, 7, 1, 87.5%. Right? Okay. Done. What is the value of 13 by 20%? 13 by 20 into 100%. ठीक है? What is the value of this? So 20 1 times 25 times 13 into 5 is nothing but 65%. Okay, right? 21 by 25 into 100%. This is nothing but 84%. Then last, how to convert a decimal into percent? Decimal and fractions are one and the same thing, right? You can write the fractions into decimals and you can write the decimals into fractions. So basically, to convert any decimal to percentage, you just have to do is 375 into 100%. This is nothing but, so whenever you multiply a decimal number by 100, you just have to shift the decimal by 2 places. So here we need to shift the decimal by 2 places. 37.5%. Now tell me the last value. What is the value of percentage in 58 by 80? Okay. इसमें in this calculation, what you do is put a bracket here, okay? ठीक है? Then what is the value of this? What is the value of 58 by 80? 58 by 80. 58 by 80 is nothing but 58 by 80 into 100%. This is nothing but 4. This is nothing but 5. Now you can divide it by 2, and this is 29. 29 into 5 is nothing but 30 into 5 is 150. So 150 minus 5 is, and this is nothing but 72.5%. So now all of you first tell me, banker can easily crack CSAT. हाँ, अगर उसका मैथ्स अच्छा है तो, right? So YouTube पे you will have 2 free classes, right? Today and tomorrow, and then we will continue in the batch. So up to this point, tell me if you know the addition, you know the subtraction, multiplication, division, how to convert fractions to decimals, how to convert fractions to percentages, and how to calculate, how to do the simplification using the BODMAS. This much is clear. You won't do mistakes while solving the questions from tomorrow in these topics. Done? इतना हो गया? कोई दिक्कत किसी को? Done? Clear? I will use a word जो मैं यूज करता हूं बार बार, चमकना. चमक गया सबको? Done, 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 done. Clear, 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 right? So these are the simplification things and simple things. Simplification जो हमको यूज करना है, calculation we will be using to solve each of the questions. Now how to tackle the questions, right? There are some questions where to start solving the question you need to make some assumptions, and most of the students get confused. What are the assumptions? How should we assume to solve different types of questions? Okay, so if I ask you how to make assumptions of 5 consecutive integers, how to assume 5 consecutive integers, okay? Suppose I tell you a condition where the sum of 5 consecutive integer integers is 100. Find the 5 numbers. You must have seen this, right? So in such cases, how to start the question, that is the main thing. Whenever you have to assume 5 consecutive integers, now you should think how consecutive integers move. Suppose the first integer is 1. What will be the second integer? 2. Then 3. Then 4. Then 5. Right? Is it sufficient for SSC? See, for SSC, you will have all the basics covered क्योंकि CSAT और उसका syllabus same है. But what you will have to do is do more questions and you will have to learn some quick methods to solve questions, right? उसमें tricks लगेंगे, उसमें calculation methods अलग लगेंगे. That is different. Otherwise, aptitude, all the exams have the same thing, right? So how to assume 5 consecutive integers? Whenever from now onwards you have to assume 5 integers, this is how we will assume. We will assume the first integer is a. We will assume the second integer is a plus 1. We will assume the third integer is a plus 2. We will assume the fourth integer is a plus 3. And we will assume the fifth integer is a plus 4. What does it mean? Suppose our first integer is 1, second becomes 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose our first integer is 20, second becomes 21, 22, 23 and 24. हाँ ब्रैकेट नहीं लगाते तो 24 होता रिकीशा कृपलानी, राइट? ठीक है, क्योंकि वेन एवर ओनली एडिशन एंड सब्ट्रैक्शन आर इन्वॉल्व वी टेक देम एज ऑन सेम प्रायोरिटी. ओके, ठीक है. सो बेसिकली इफ इट इज गिवन दैट 5 कंसेक्यूटिव इंटीजर का सम कितना है, सम इज 100. फाइंड द इंटीजर्स. सो व्हाट यू कैन डू इज add the first integer with the second integer with the third integer with the fourth integer with the fifth integer, and this sum will be nothing but 100. Okay, this sum will be nothing but 100, right? So basically if you add all these things you will get 5 of a plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, 7, 9, 10. This is 10 and this amounts to 100. 5 of a will be nothing but 100 minus 10. This is 90. So 5 of a is 90. From this, what is the value of a? A is nothing but 90 by 5. And we have done the divisions, right? We have done the divisions. So what is the value of a? A is nothing but 18. A is nothing but 18, right? So what are the integers? Our integers were a, which is 18, a plus 1, this is 18 plus 1, which is 19. Then our third integer was a plus 2, 18 plus 2, this is 20. Fourth was a plus 3, 18 plus 3, 21. A plus 4, 18 plus 4, 22. From now onwards, in any question, if we need to assume 3 consecutive integers, we will take a plus 1, a plus 2. If we want to assume 4 consecutive integers, a plus 1, a plus 2, a plus 3. Done? समझ में आ गया? जब भी consecutive 5 integers assume करने होंगे, we will assume a plus 1, a plus 2, a plus 3, a plus 4 and so on. Right? समझ में आ गया? Next पे चलूं? Done? Okay. Don't worry, right? We will have the call on Saturdays and in couple of days I will also share my personal number. Anytime you are solving CSAT questions and you are finding it difficult, right? Or you are not able to solve any questions, you can just take a pic, right? You can send it to me and I will solve you I will send you the solution. Okay. Next thing we have to see is how to assume 5 consecutive even numbers. First of all, tell me what are the even numbers. Chamka, tell me what are the even numbers. Right? what are the even numbers? Roshan Chandrakar. Roshan, here we had to assume 5 consecutive integers. We don't know what are those 5 consecutive integers. We need to know those 5 integers based on a condition. Suppose in this condition it was given sum of 5 consecutive integers is 100. That means there are some 5 consecutive integers whose sum is 100. Now how do the consecutive integers move? They move by a difference of 1. Suppose the first integer we assume as a, any variable a. Then the second integer will be a plus 1, third will be a plus 2, फिर a plus 3, a plus 4. Then we will do the sum. Sum was given to us as 100. From there we will find the value of a and hence we will get the value of all the 5 integers. Now what are even numbers? Even numbers are numbers divisible by 2. Divisible by 2, right? So in this case, if someone gives you sum of 5 consecutive even numbers is 100, find the numbers. Okay, I will write the things you need to remember in the box. So suppose there are 5 even numbers and the sum of those 5 even numbers is 100, find the 5 even numbers. Now tell me what is the difference between 2 consecutive even numbers. What is the difference between 2 consecutive even numbers? Okay, so if I assume the first number to be a, suppose the first number is 8, what is the next even number? 8 के बाद आता है 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. So suppose if I take first even number as a, second I need to take it as a plus 2, then a plus 4, then a plus 6 and then a plus 10. Because between any 2 consecutive even numbers the difference is 2. A plus 2 minus a is 2. A plus 4 minus a minus 2. A plus 2 is 2. Right? Done. We will do the same thing. We will add these a plus a plus 2 plus a plus 4 plus a plus 6 plus a plus 10 equal to 100. Now if you add all these things, 5 of a plus this becomes, sorry, this is 8, okay. So this becomes 20 is equals to 100. 5 of a is nothing but 80 and a is nothing but 16. A is nothing but 16. कर दिया मैंने, a plus 8 कर दिया उसको change, okay. So a is 16, a plus 2 is nothing but 16 plus 2 which is 18, a plus 4 is nothing but 16 plus 4 which is 20, a plus 6 is nothing but 16 plus 6 which is 22, a plus 8 is nothing but 16 plus 8 which is 24. The 5 consecutive numbers, 5 consecutive even numbers whose sum is 100 are 16, 18, 20, 22 and 24. First of all, we need to make an assumption. We can assume like this and then we will apply the given condition on these assumptions and find the given numbers. ठीक है? Done? समझ में आया? कैसे करना है इसको? A minus 4, A minus 2, A plus 2, A plus 4 is also fine. Kamal, no problem. But because if I explain that and this thing together, many of you get confused. So from now onward, we will when we are solving questions where we need to assume 5 even numbers, we will assume this standard. Okay. What if A is 1 here? Then Harshita, all the 5 numbers are even. A can't be 1. Right? If you say all these numbers are even, then A can't be 1, right? A can be 2, 4, 0, right? A can be 10, 12, 14, but A can't be 1. Okay? ठीक है हर्षिता? Yes, Kamal, but then value of A will be, तो sum के ऊपर depend करता है. A can't be 1. Done? So, I have told you the assumptions of consecutive integers. I have told you the assumptions of 5 consecutive even numbers. Now next comes the how to make assumption how to assume five consecutive odd numbers, right? अभी हमने क्या किया था? 5 even numbers. Now we need to know how to assume 5 odd numbers, right? Suppose it is given to you as sum of 5 consecutive odd numbers is 105. Find the numbers. So the sum is given to you as 105, right? Now similar to, now Soumya Agarwal made a mistake. Many of you will make this mistake, that you will assume a, then a plus 1, then a plus 3, plus a plus 5, and so on. This is wrong. Why? Suppose a is 1, a plus 1 is 2, a plus 3 is 4, a plus 5 is 6. Are these odd numbers? No, right? These are not odd numbers. So here I need to tell you one thing. Whenever you need to assume even or odd consecutive numbers, the difference between two even numbers is 2, and similarly the difference between two consecutive odd numbers is 2. So what you can assume in this case also is a plus 2, a plus 3, a plus 4, a plus 6, and a plus 8, similar to the even case. Now all these numbers should be odd. That will be taken care of by the given condition. ठीक है? a plus even number लेंगे तो odd हो जाएगा ना. अगर a odd रहा तो here also you will assume a plus 2, a plus 4, a plus 6, and a plus 8. Let's see what are the numbers. सर जिन के चैट पढ़ रहे हैं उनका चैट. सो बेसिकली द क्लास इज गोइंग इन 2 modes, right? Some of you are seeing this on the YouTube channel and some of you are in the batches. So I am taking comments from both the sections. Don't worry, Mahi. Okay? ठीक है? So in this case, a plus 2 plus a plus 4 plus a plus 6 plus a plus 8. This is nothing but 105. If you add all these things, this becomes 5 of a plus 20 equals to 105. 5 of a is nothing but 105 minus 20, which will be nothing but 85. So a is nothing but 85 by 5. What is the value of this? 1 and 7. Okay. So the first odd number of the series which we assumed is 17. A is 17. So a plus 2 is 17 plus 2, which is 19. A plus 4 is 17 plus 4, which is 21. A plus 6 is nothing but 17 plus 6, which is 23. A plus 8 equals to 17 plus 8 equals to 25. Why am I doing so much effort now? And why am I not solving the questions directly? Because yahi kaam aayega. Whenever you are reading a question, if you don't know how to assume things, if you don't know how to start the simplification, if you don't know what is the meaning of the sentence written in the question, you won't be able to solve those questions. I'm not talking about those people who are from the maths background and they are comfortable with the mathematical language. I am talking about those students who fear CSAT, right? हमेशा 10th पास किया, right? उससे पहले भी मैथ से डरते रहे. Now you are preparing for UPSC. Now you have one more chance to get rid of that fear, right? So done away with the fear for maths once and for all, right? What you can do is in the next 3 months, put in some effort, attend the classes, do the DPPs, do the weekly test, and get over with your fear of mathematics once and for all. Okay? ठीक है? So that is what I am trying to do. Basics जहां पे दिक्कत आती है, we are starting with that, right? We will solve a plus 1, a plus 3, a plus 5. You can do that. चलेगा, उससे आ जाएंगे आपके 5 नंबर. Momentum with Manisha. What is this name? Momentum with Manisha. ठीक है? So you can assume that also. Make sure the difference between two consecutive odd numbers is 2. If you do that, you will be comfortable. Okay? right? So these are the three cases where you can be asked to assume consecutive integers. You can be asked to assume consecutive even numbers, consecutive odd numbers. Done? Okay? ठीक है, चले? 16 कहाँ है odd? 16 is not odd. पांडे, कंचन, 16 is even. ठीक है? Wasn't that hard? चलो देखते हैं आगे. Now another thing. One thing we will be using again and again in mathematics is unitary method. What is this method? Simple. One banana is ₹5. ठीक है? One banana costs ₹5. ठीक? One banana costs for ₹5. If I ask you what is the cost of 10 banana? What is the cost of 10 banana? Sir, Shivani, you can't assume 100 here. This thing will be given to you. You can't assume this. So this is the question. Suppose the sum of 5 consecutive odd number is 105, then find the numbers. You can't take 100 here. This is question. You can't edit the question. You can't solve the question. Okay. So basically, if I ask you, one banana is costing you ₹5. What is the cost of 10 banana? Okay. So all of you will answer 50, 50, 50, right? Suppose the amount was X. Suppose the total amount was T. So what is the unitary method? You can divide this by this and this by this and find the value of T. So what you can do is you can divide 1 by 10 equals to 5 by T, and by simplification this will go here and this will go here. 1 into T equals to 5 into 10, and this is T equals to ₹50. This is how you get to 50, right? ठीक है? ठीक है? Done. Now this is simplification. आपको मैं अगर पूछता हूं कि आप बताओ एक बनाना कॉस्ट 5 करता है, 10 का बता दो, 20 का बता दो, 30 का बता दो, चल जाएगा. ठीक है? Right? You can calculate. Now there is one more scenario. Suppose in a paper 80 marks amount for 40% of the total marks. So 80 marks amounts to 40% of the total marks. My question is, what is the total marks? How many marks are the total, right? So same by unitary method, 80 marks are corresponding to 40. We need to know the marks corresponding to 100% of the total. Right? One banana, ₹5, 10 banana, ₹50. 80 marks are 40%. How many marks are 100%? So I can take here as M. I can do the simplification. 80 by M equals to 40% by 100%. Percent get cancelled. 0 से 0 cancel. This is M equals to 80 into 10 by 4. ठीक है? 4 ones are, this is 20. This is nothing but 200. Okay. So why is unitary method important? Because if you don't know any of the 4 values, there are 4 values here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. If you don't know any of the 4 values, you can use unitary method to calculate this. In the first case, we didn't know this value. We found out. In the second case, we didn't know the value here, right? So if 3 things are known, 1 is unknown, you can use this method to solve this. ठीक है? Right? Done? यूनिटरी मेथड समझ लोगे अभी, आगे कभी आएगा तो. ओके. नाउ आई एम गिविंग यू अ प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन विच इज जस्ट बेस्ड ऑन यूनिटरी मेथड. दिस सेम थिंग इज रिटन इनटू वर्ड्स, राइट? ट्राई टू सॉल्व दिस. It is given to you that when a runner was crossing the 12 kilometer mark, she was informed that she had completed 80% of the race. How many kilometers were the runner supposed to run in the event? right? So basically what they are saying is, when a runner completed 12 kilometers, she was informed that 80% of the race is complete. So basically, how long was the race for? कितना duration, कितना length था पूरा track का, that is the question. So what is given to you is 12 kilometers amounts to 80%. ठीक है? Full length, let it be L, amounts to 100%. We need to calculate this L, right? So by unitary method, what you will do is 12 by L equals to 80 by 100. 80 by 100 is nothing but 12 by L equals to 4 by 5. L is nothing but 12 into 5 by 4, and this is nothing but 15. This is one of your PYQs, right? We will be using this unitary method again and again and again in different types of questions. So from now on, remember, एक banana is for 5 rupees, तो 5 banana are for 25, 10 banana are for 50. ये याद होना चाहिए कि इसी तरीके से every time there is a question where we need to use the unitary method, I will again say एक banana कितने का, ठीक है? तो समझ जाना कि क्या करना है उस क्वेश्चन में. Done? Okay? So basically the answer for this question is 15 kilometers. ठीक है? Unitary method समझ आया? We have seen the simplification, right? We have seen what? We have seen the unitary method. We have seen the assumptions, how to assume things while solving the question. Now we are getting to the most important thing. What is the most important thing I talked about at the start of the lecture? According to me, most of the students face difficulty in this. Word problems to equation conversion. When I say a simple sentence, they will form the equation. But whenever there are 4 to 5 sentences in the complete question, they will find it difficult to form the equations. So we will start with the parts. We will take one statement, one phrase at a time and try to formulate different types of equations. Okay? Done? चलो इस पे चलते हैं. कहाँ पे है? Let's start with this. Okay? ठीक है? So first is a number increased by 5 becomes 17, right? Now how to write this in mathematical form? Okay, whenever here have they defined the number, right? A number is not defined. So first of all, when you see such a statement, what you need to do is you need to assume this number. Now the assumption can be anything. I can assume it X. Most of the people are gone, their mind is gone whenever they hear the word term X. X assume कर लो और उनका दिमाग वहीं खत्म हो जाता है कि solve नहीं करना है. क्यों? X is nothing but a number which you don't know at this moment. I don't know the value of X at this moment, and hence I need to assume that. Suppose my name is Manjeet. I can assume this number to be Manjeet. ठीक है? Right? I can assume it anything, any variable, A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, anything, right? Suppose I assume that this number is Manjeet. The number is increased by 5. Increased by 5 means you have added something to this and it becomes 17. What is the value of Manjeet from here? Manjeet is nothing but 17 minus 5, which is 12, right? Another method or which people commonly use is, in place of any variable they don't know, they take as X. ठीक है? Is X. X is X plus 5 equals to 17. So X is 17 minus 5. So X equals to 12. From now onwards, ठीक है? From now onwards, if you don't know how to check, how to assume variables, you can take it anything. You can take it as your name for in the equations. You can take it as X. You can take it as Y, anything, right? So the first thing, whenever you will see this thing, a number increased by 5 becomes 17, that means you have to add 5 to this unknown number and that amounts to 17. Now second thing, twice a number is 40. Twice is what? Twice is nothing but 2. twice a number, that means 2 times a number we don't know, let it be x, equals to, this is equals to, is amounts to, equals to 40. From here x is nothing but 40 by 2, which is nothing but 20. For the moment it may seem simple, right? This is simple, very simple statements, very simple equations, but in the questions you will get these statements clubbed, right? And there you need to know what are the meanings of these individual statements, right? If you don't know how to analyze these individual statements, you won't be able to form the equation and you will find it difficult to solve the questions. Done? ठीक है, next देखते हैं, what is the next thing? The sum of two numbers is 30. इसमें one number is 4 more than the other. Suppose I assume the first number to be Manjeet. ठीक है? The other number is 4 more than the first number. That means the other number is Manjeet plus 4. ठीक है? One number is Manjeet, another number is Manjeet plus 4 from the second thing. One number is 4 more than the other. Now what is given to you as 4 more than the first? Someone is saying x and 4x. That is wrong. Okay? X and 4x is wrong. Right, Shreya? It is not saying 4 times. One number is 4 more than the other. 4 more का मतलब होता है plus 4, not multiplied by 4. This is where you guys make mistake. I can see some people writing as x plus 4x equals to 30. It is not x plus 4x equals to 30. It is x plus 4 equals to 30. Right? So from here I can write Manjeet plus 4 equals to 30. This gives you twice of Manjeet equals to 26. So from here Manjeet की value कितनी आ गई? 13. Similarly, what you can do is you can do the other thing. क्या? X plus x plus 4. The other number is 4 more than the first number. This is nothing but 30. 2 of x equals to 26. X equals to 13. So x plus 4 will be nothing but 17. One number is 13, the other number is 4 more than the first number, 17, and both of them amounts to 30. ठीक है? Now, अभी तक simplification, addition and subtraction we were doing, you were following. As soon as I started these statements, I can see some of you making mistakes. ठीक है? Now is the time when you need to focus. You should avoid these mistakes. The statement, this statement amounts to x plus 4 equals to 30 and not x plus 4x equals to 30. Both of these, from both of these equations you will get the value of x, but from one equation you will get the correct value of x and from the other you will get the incorrect value of x. Okay? That is why I am going very slowly and taking one statement at a time, because this is where you guys falter, right? ठीक है? चमका सबको? पानी पी लूं? चले नेक्स्ट पे. ठीक है? डन. चलो, let's move to the next part. There are 3 statements on the board, right? Try to convert all these 3 statements into equations. Okay? We will start with reasoning, ठीक है? The easy section that will give you a boost, थोड़ा confidence अच्छा हो जाएगा. Then we'll move to the quant, right? ठीक, तो first thing is 5 pen cost 100. ठीक है? Find cost of 1 pen. How many pen? 5 pen. Let the cost of 1 pen be pen. So basically 5 pen costs 100. So from here 1 pen, cost of 1 pen is nothing but 20. ठीक, simple. If in a profit loss question it is given to you that the cost price of one pen is 20 and there are 5 pen, so how can you calculate the total cost price? 5 into 20. Done. Second, a price is increased by 20%. What does it mean to increase something by 20%? For example, if I have 100, okay, I have to increase this by 20%. What is the value? What is the value when I increase 100 by 20%? What is the value when I increase 100 by 20%? Just tell me what is the value when I increase something by 20%. Okay. So increasing something by 20% is nothing but this is nothing but 100 the initial value plus 20% of 100. You have to add the additional value to the original value when you are increasing something by 100. This may seem very easy. This will get trickier in the percentage questions. Here this is 100 plus 20 is nothing but 20. What is this? Percentage is nothing but 1 by 100. Percent. You can convert percent to fraction by 1 by 100. Percentage is nothing but 1 by 100. Okay? Right? Just follow what I tried to do. 20%. This is nothing but 1 by 100. Of means multiplication. 100 is 100. 100 and 100 got cancelled. 20 into 1 is 20. This becomes 100 plus 20, which is 120. Okay? Okay? Now, in questions, here you don't know a price. Suppose a price we don't know, right? So we can do is let the price be, suppose X. So now you have to increase this price X by 20%. So what you will write is 20% of X. Now 20% is nothing but 20 by 100, which is 0.2. 0.2. This becomes X plus 0.2x, which is nothing but 1.2x. So suppose the initial price of the commodity is X, you are increasing the price by 20%, so the new amount will be 1.2x. Suppose the price of the product was 200. The initial price of the product was 200. Then what is the value of 1.2 into 200? 240. Okay. If the initial price was suppose 500, right? So 500 into 1.2. ठीक है? Right? Done? समझ में आया यहां तक? कोई दिक्कत? कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगी, I think. Now let's move to this. You have done this. You have increased it to 1.2x. Now what you are doing is then reduction by 25%. What is the net effect? Now you have to reduce 25% of this 1.2x. Decrease this by 25%. That means 1.2x minus 25% of 1.2x. 25% is what? 25% is what? 25 by 100, which is 1 by 4. 1 by 4. So this is nothing but 1.2x minus 1 by 4 into 1.2x. This is nothing but 1.2x minus, this is 0.3x. So this is nothing but 0.9x. So we don't know initially क्या था? Initially we took x, then we increased it by 20%, it became 1.2x, then we decreased it by 25%, it became 0.9x. Okay? In the question you will get this statement also and this statement also. You have to divide the question into small segments. First, you need to understand what is the meaning of this. From this, you need to do this. Then read the second part of the question, which is this, and then you have to do the second part. Overall, if I ask you what is the overall percentage change, overall percentage change, we will discuss all these things in detail when we start percentage. Today we are just discussing the concepts briefly, right? We will discuss all these, the assumption part, the percentage part, again when we start the topics, right? Today I just want to give you some basics which I require while solving the questions. Okay? ठीक है, ये connected नहीं है, this is independent, these two are connected, right? So what is the overall percentage change? A value initially was x, finally it became 0.9x. So this is overall 10% decrease. 10% decrease. Right? Don't worry. We will solve these questions. We'll solve these questions in the percentage again. Done? ठीक है? Understood? किसी को यहां तक कोई doubt है? Any doubt? %10% decrease, 10% decrease, 10% decrease, right? Okay, clear? Chalo. Let's solve some more statements. Suppose in a question you got this, that the ratio of age of A and B is 3:5. Their total age is 32 years. Now, how to solve this question? If they ask you what are the different ages, kiski A or B ki, right? So in every ratio question, what you can do is, okay, ये जो ratio होता है, this ratio by proportion can be converted into 3x is to 5x. मतलब in ratios it is same if you write 3/5 or you write 6/10 or you write 15/25 or you write 30/50. All these ratios are same ratios. Okay, there is no difference at all, right? So by using this concept, what we can do is we can convert this ratio into 3x and 5x. Now, if someone asks you what is the age of A, age of A is 3x, age of B is 5x, right? From in the ratio question, we will change the ratio 3:5 into 3x into 3x is to 5x. Now here, okay, here A plus B is given to you as 32. The sum of their ages is 32. So basically 3x plus 5x equals to 32. 8x equals to 32. From here x equals to 4. X equals to 4. Now we can use this value of x here. Now we can use the value of x here. Here value of A will be 3 into 4, which is 12, and value of B will be 5 into 4, which is 20. The age of A will be 12, the age of B will be 20. The ratio of 12 to 20 is nothing but 3/5, and the sum of both the ages 12 and 20 is nothing but 32. So in every question where the ratio is given and the sum of the numbers or difference of the numbers or multiplication of the numbers or division of the numbers is given, what you can do is convert these ratio into proportion. By proportion, change the ratio. Then use the condition given. Here it was given the sum of both the ages was this. Suppose in some cases they can give you the difference of the ages, right? They can also give you multiplication. That depends on the question, right? But in question, every ratio question you have to do this. ठीक है, हम जब सॉल्व करेंगे रेशियोज पे आएंगे, आई विल एक्सप्लेन दिस इन डिटेल अगेन, राइट? बट this is one topic, percentage is one topic, ratio is one topic which you require to solve many different topics, right? So that's why we are covering it here. Okay. Next thing, the sum of two numbers is 44. One number is 6 less than the other. इसका क्या मतलब है? If the first number is x, the second number will be 6 less. 6 less matlab minus 6 of the first number. The sum of these two numbers is given to you as 44. matlab x plus x minus 6 is given to you as 44. So yahan se 2x equals to 50. So yahan se x equals to 25. x equals to 25. So two numbers are, एक नंबर हो गया हमारा, इसके वजह से क्या आ गया, दिस इज नथिंग बट 25 एंड दिस इज नथिंग बट 19 एंड 25 प्लस 19 इज 44. ऑल द कंडीशंस ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस आर सेटिस्फाइड. ठीक. सो नेक्स्ट टाइम यू सी सच अ स्टेटमेंट यू नीड टू कन्वर्ट इट लाइक दिस. डन. लास्ट वाला किसी ने किया है? What is this? A notebook cost X. The price of 5 notebooks and 2 pen is 150. नोटबुक का कॉस्ट है X. 5 नोटबुक मतलब 5 इंटू एक्स एंड 2 पेन. एंड का मतलब प्लस 2 पेन. 2 इंटू पेन इज इक्वल टू 150. यही हुआ? डिडंट अंडरस्टैंड. महीनूर, कौन सी वाला पार्ट नहीं समझ में आया? टेल मी विच ऑफ दी रेशियो वाला. डोंट वरी, जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड कि if the ratio is given as 3:5, what you need to do is convert this to 3x is to 5x, right? उसके बाद जो कंडीशन दी है, apply that condition and find the value of x. Once you know the value of x, you know the age of a and b. This is a standard method to solve such question, and you will get at least 10 to 12 PYQs based on this concept only. Every time you have to do the same process again. Okay. Here we know the value of cost of pen. The pen cost 10 equals to 150. 5 of x equals to 150 minus 20. This is nothing but 130. From here x equals to 130 by 5. Tell me the value of 130 by 5. This is nothing but 26. So basically the cost of notebook is nothing but rupees 26. Someone was asking me any doubt, right? One of the, okay, done. Okay, so अगर ऐसा statement आएगा, you will be able to transform this into equation. There are few more types of equation forming we need to know, right? वो देख लेते हैं एक बार. Okay, done. Chalo, next. Now age based questions. Age based questions. In age based question, many of you find it difficult to form the equations, right? So we don't know the present age. Let the present age be x. Let the present age of any person is x. Last question. A notebook costs x. The price of 5 notebooks is 5 into x, and the price of 2 pens is 2 into pen equals to 150. The price of 1 pen is given to you as rupees 10. You can replace pen with 10 and you can find the value of x, which is nothing but the price of the notebook. The price of notebook is nothing but rupees 26. Okay, this was Piku. I think your doubt is clear now. Sir, we have internal security class from 5 today only. Okay, we will finish it by 4. Okay. So, if the present age of any person is x, what will be his age after 5 years? Suppose your present age is 20. Okay. Percentage question. Percentage. हाँ बताओ, इसमें क्या डाउट है? Ishita. We can do it without x, but we don't know the initial value. Suppose I say that the age of Ishita right now is some value and I don't know that value. So I have to assume it, right? I have to assume something. Let it be x. That's why we are taking x. Okay. Piku, don't worry. The percentage question I will explain it again when we start the percentage chapter. Okay. How to change calculate the percentage change? We will discuss this in detail while solving the percentage chapter. Don't worry for it for the time being. Okay. Abhi, what I am trying to explain is how to simplify, how to write these simple equations. Okay. Suppose the present age is x, then we have to do these 5 things. Suppose the present age is, in your case, present age is suppose 20, है ना? So in case of x we will write 4 things. In case of 20 we will write 4 things. So 5 years after 5 years your age will become x plus 5. Similarly here, if the present age is 20, the age will become 20 plus 5. Before 10 years your age was x minus 10. Here that age will be 20 minus 10, which is 10. This is 25. Okay. Twice age, that means 2 times of x. Twice of something is 2 times of x. This is nothing but 20 into 2, 40. Half age is x by 2. Here 20 upon 2, which is 10. So if you know the present age of some person, you can do all these things. If you don't know the present age of someone, you can do all these things. Okay? In age based question, if you are going ahead by 5 years, that means you will be 5 years older. That means your age will increase by 5 years. When you are going backwards, right? That means your age will decrease. Suppose 5 years ago, today if you are 20, 5 years ago you were 15 years old, right? So what you have to do is 20 minus 5. Similarly, if you are 20 years ago, 20 years old today, 5 years from now you will be 20 plus 5, 25 years old. Done, right? ठीक है? Okay, now these are different types of statements. There are 2 questions for you to solve, right? These are your homework. We will discuss these tomorrow and I will tell you how to assume something in percentage based question, right? There are 3 questions. Okay, solve these 3 questions and we will start tomorrow's class from these questions. Now what I have done is, for you, I have summarized all the different statements you will face in the questions in form of tables. Okay, let's look at those tables and then we will end today's class. ठीक चलेगा? इतना समझ लोगे? चलो, what are the tables? Suppose this. Okay, first thing, basic unknown. Whenever something is unknown to you, you have to take that as x. Suppose a number you don't know, a age you don't know, right? Any value you don't know and you need that value to solve or go ahead in the question, you will assume it as x. Suppose A is 7 more than B. Okay, what is the meaning of A is 7 more than B? Add 7 to B. A is 7 more than B means A equals to B plus 7. Okay. A is 9 less than B means subtract 9 from B. That means A equals to B minus 9. I have written the expression you will find in the questions. What does it mean? Similarly, what is the meaning of this expression in mathematical terms? Okay. A is 3 times B. Whenever you get a statement like this in the question that A is 3 times B, multiply B by 3. That means A equals to 3B. This is the thing where most of you do the mistakes. A is 3 times B matlab A is 3B. Similar statement, A is 3 times more than B is not this. A is 3 times more than B means A is 3 times more than the value B, which means B plus 3B, which becomes 4B. So these are very important. You need to differentiate between these 2 statements. Right, while solving the question, if you take A is 3 times more than B as A equals to 3B, you will solve the question incorrectly. ठीक है, और बाद में आओगे बोलेगा सर मैंने तो किया था, परसेंटेज का क्वेश्चन था, सेम लगा के किया एंड आंसर नहीं आया. आंसर नहीं आएगा क्योंकि इन द फर्स्ट प्लेस यू हैव मेड द इक्वेशन इनकरेक्टली. you should know what is the meaning of A is 3 times and what is the meaning of A is 3 times more than B. Both these things are different. While solving the PYQs, I will ask you this again and you will do the same mistake. I am telling you it to you now. Okay? After telling this in this much detail, then also you will do some mistakes. Last, A is 50% more than B. So I have told you 50% more than B means A equals to B plus 50% of B. This is nothing but B plus 0.5B, which is 1.5B. Okay, this table is clear. Any doubt in this table? At least इतनी equations बनानी आनी चाहिए. Okay, done. Any doubt? Can I go to the next slide? नहीं जाऊंगा जब तक response नहीं आएगा. We have 5 minutes. We have small 3 tables that we need to revise. Okay. This is the summary of the class. What I needed out of this class is you should understand all these statements. Okay. Done. Next. Sum, difference, multiplication and division. Sum of two numbers is 30. Add both numbers. Suppose you don't know both the numbers, you can take the first number as x and the second number as y. We don't know both the numbers. What we know is sum of both the numbers is 30. So sum of two numbers is 30. That means x plus y equals to 30. Difference between numbers is 6. 1 minus depends on the context. This can be x minus y equals to 6 or y minus x equals to 6. Both of these things are possible. Then whenever you say product of two numbers is 48, you don't know both the numbers. Let the first number be x, the second number be y. Okay? X into y equals to 48. You will get this table in the notes now. So you can take the screenshots from there. If you want to note it down, you can download this PDF and then note it down after the class. ठीक? I will share this in the Telegram channel. Don't worry. ठीक है? I will share these tables in the Telegram channel today only. Right? So what is the meaning when you say product of two numbers is 48? X into y is 48. Quotient of A and B is 5. That means what is quotient? Quotient is when you divide a given number by another number, how many times the number divides the bigger number. So quotient of A and B is 5. That means when A is divided by B, you get the value as 5. When A is divided by B, you get the value as 5. So we have seen the basic equations here. Then we have seen addition, subtraction, multiplication and division equations here. Whenever, what does that mean? Question mark. What does that mean? Seema, I didn't get your doubt. Okay? Right? Next thing. Suppose you have these statements. First, age-based problem, I have already told you. After 8 years, you have to add 8 years. Before 10 years, you have to subtract 10 years. Suppose a statement is given to you as father is twice the age of son. Okay? Father is twice the age of son. You don't know the ages of father and son. You can assume the father is F, right? And son is S. Okay? Seema, what is the doubt? Can you write it down? So, multiply son's age by 2 and that will be age of father is twice that of son. F equals to 2s. This amounts to this equation. You should know if this statement is given to you in the question, you should write this F equals to 2s. ठीक है? Seema Thakur, don't worry. आप doubt लिख दो, I will resolve. After 5 years, father will be twice the age of son. This we will discuss when we solve the 3 times B and 3 times more than B. How is it different? That is what I was trying to tell you. Suppose you say age of A is 3 times B. Suppose you are 20 years and someone is 3 times your age. That means 3 into 20, which is 60. 3 times more, 3 times more, 3 times more. That means add 3b. See, here when you say A is 7 more, what are you doing when you do more? You are doing the addition. Similarly, here also when you are doing the more function, you have to add this 3 times b to b. Okay? Whenever there is more, that means some addition is there. Similarly, here we have the term more which amounts to addition. ठीक है, आप ऐसे याद रख सकते हो इसको सीमा. ठीक है, चलेगा? Done? Done? सीमा डाउट क्लियर है? 3 times more, इनिशियल जो वैल्यू होगी उससे भी 3 गुना ज्यादा और. ठीक, चलो, आई होप क्लियर होगा. लेट्स गेट बैक टू दिस. दिस वी विल डिस्कस व्हेन वी विल सॉल्व एज बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस. ठीक है, राइट. नाउ मनी और कॉस्ट के टर्म्स में, व्हेन 5 पेन कॉस्ट 100, कॉस्ट पर पेन assumed x, then 5x equals to 100. We have summarized it. 3 notebooks and 2 pens cost 150. Pen is rupees 10. That means 3x plus 2 into 10 is 140. We have seen this example already. Done? इतना समझ में आ गया? 3 टेबल कर लिए हमने, समझ में आया यहां तक? लास्ट, चलो लास्ट है, इसके बाद वी विल एंड द क्लास. लास्ट थिंग, परसेंटेजेस में यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दीज थिंग्स. कैसे कैसे? सपोज स्पीड एंड टाइम में अगर होगा तो ट्रेवल ऑफ x किलोमीटर पर आवर फॉर 5 आवर्स, तो स्पीड इक्वल्स टू डिस्टेंस अपॉन टाइम, या फिर डिस्टेंस इक्वल्स टू स्पीड इनटू टाइम. सेम थिंग here, it is given to you as speed is x and time is 5. So basically the distance traveled is 5 into x. Simple, right? Speed increases by 20. Increases by 20, not 20%. That means agar initially the speed was x, the new speed is x plus 20. ठीक है, right? Last में percentage change. Price increased by 20%. Price increased by 20%. That means new price is nothing but x plus 20% of x. This is nothing but x plus 20% is nothing but 1 by 100 of matlab multiply into x. This amounts to x plus 0.2x, and if you add this you will get 1.2x. Or when increasing by 20, अरे तो वही तो बताया, these statements are different. When you say something is 3 times, that means it is directly 3 times b. When you say a is 3 times more than b, मतलब b से भी 3 गुना b और ज्यादा, right? तो वो ऐसे ही होता है, b plus 3b. You can remember this. समझ में आया? अगर ऐसे बोले ना 3 times, you can directly write a equals to 3b. सीमा, at the end of the class, I will give you the link for the Telegram channel. Message me, I will call you. वहां पे मैं समझा दूंगा और. ठीक है? बस last finishing. So last thing is, this is done. 5 cost हो गया, ये भी हो गया. Last एक और क्या बचा हुआ है? Price decreases by 30%. Price decreases by 30%. That means x minus 30% of x. This is x minus 0.3x, which is nothing but 0.7x. ठीक है, right? So basically this is what we have discussed today. What all we have done is, we have done the simplification, we have done how to assume things, we have seen how to interpret different statements. Okay, Seema, you can connect with me here on this Telegram channel. वहां पे मैसेज कर देना, I will reply to you, right? Others also, if you find there is some difficulty, you need more understanding, you can message me. ठीक है, we will connect, right? I hope basics जो मुझे बताने थे, those are now easy for you to understand, right? You got what I wanted to teach today, and we will continue this from the class from here tomorrow, right? First, we will solve the 3 questions I have given to you. Then I will tell you how even and odd numbers interact. And then after that, we will start with reasoning. The first topic will be coding and decoding. Very easy topic. We will start with it, right? ठीक है, कोडिंग डिकोडिंग से क्वेश्चन भी आते हैं एंड इट इज अ वेरी इजी टॉपिक. वी विल स्टार्ट इट फ्रॉम टुमारो. ठीक है, डन. If you have any suggestions, you can comment, or else we will meet tomorrow. ठीक है? Thank you. Thank you, Vishal, Ovia, Sonali, Arun, Vikisha. ठीक? You will understand as we go into topics. You will understand why I needed to explain all these things today. Right? If you know all these things, my task later will be easier. Then tomorrow we will start with coding and decoding after solving those 3-4 easy questions which I have given you for homework. ठीक है? चलो, bye bye. Take care. We'll meet tomorrow at 3 p.m. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.